Hi, I'm Ingrid Geronimo, founder of Dancing Dragonflies Wisdom and creator of the Manifesting Think Tank. And I'm here to share with you just a little bit about what it is that I do in regard to manifesting. And the reason that I'm here today is because I had a wonderful time this morning with a friend who is starting her own business as a financial planner. She has been a financial planner before, but she's starting her own business, and we agreed to meet this morning for breakfast because she and I both felt that there was something mutually beneficial in our meeting in order to exchange information and ideas and just to help each other grow in our businesses. And one of the things that came up during our conversation was the fact that both of us have really come a long way from where we started in our lives. She came here from Japan at a very young age and has managed to make it to where she is right now, where she deals with very, very high and affluent clients. And I started my life at the age of 18th, and I was sharing with her that right on my 18th birthday, I had already decided before that day that I was going to leave on my 18th birthday. I come from a Hispanic household. My parents are lovely and wonderful people, but they basically felt that they had to protect me at all odds, and I was the only girl and the baby, so that made it a little bit harder for them to let go of the reins a little bit. So I decided at 18 that I was going to leave home, and I left home with $150 to my name after having sold on that same day my vanity bedroom set, which was white with gold trim, to a local furniture store for $150. I took that $150 and I went and found myself a boarding room, and that same day I paid $75 down for a deposit and $75 for the first week of rental for that boarding room. And then I was left with no money. No money for food, no money for anything else, not even busing or anything to that effect. And I made my way. I researched that first week or the first couple of days because I knew I needed to have the rent for the next week. I researched where I could find employment quickly, and I wound up in a labor pool. And I made the mistake on the first day of getting there too late. I was told what time they opened, and you can bet your bottom dollar that I was there the next day an hour before they opened because I wanted to be the first online and to ensure that I was going to get my money's worth for that day, to earn the living for that day. So when I look back as we were talking on where I've come from on my own, and I have never been back home again, when I looked at that, I said, oh my gosh, I have set out on this life knowing that the universe would support me, knowing that anything that I wanted to create, I could create in any way possible as long as I had the fortitude and the desire to follow through until I reached fruition with that particular desire. So I want to give you an action step today that I think would really help you in understanding how you can provide that little voice inside your head some evidence when you decide to step out big and bold in your life and in your world. What you do is take a note paper and a pen and sit down and write down some of those kinds of historical data from your life where you did something insurmountable or what others would have perceived as insurmountable, and you made it through, and you are here today because you took that step. And then I want you to take a moment to just think about how, had you not taken that step, you would not be here where you are today. So once again, take a moment, write it down, give yourself some evidence, because basically what that internal critic needs is some evidence of the things that you've already accomplished in your life. And they don't have to be major. They could be small little things like just making a decision that you know changed the course of your life. When you gather up enough evidence, you will realize that you can manifest anything you want in any way you want, and that the sky's the limit, basically. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today. I love sharing with you some of the things that come to my mind and some of the moments of enlightenment that I have because by sharing, I know that that helps you also to possibly think through some of your things that you're trying to do in your life. Again, this is Ingrid Geronimo from dancingdragonflieswisdom.com and themanifestingthinktank.com. And if you have a moment, just go over to either one of those sites, take a look at what it is that I do in the world, and so that you can see and share in my journey as I continue to grow and unfold my business to be the business that I want it to be in the world. Thank you so much for taking the time. Bye-bye.